Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Entropia content. It's nice and early, 9 a.m. in the morning. Tempted maybe I should run around and pick up some oil before the show begins. Well, let's get right into the crafting. We got lots of crafting to complete. We'll try this terminal again. I don't recall if it gave us shit at the end yesterday. No, it gave us something good, wasn't it? Well, yeah, that bite monster truck. Who doesn't want a vampire's bite? Right, so what we'll get on to while that goes, we'll do the quick Bitcoin casino spin, because finishing quick is my specialty. We're at 134,819. We're at 134,838. Woo! Right, thanks everyone who's been helping with the free Bitcoin spins. Let's check, we're at 51 people helping the show. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. 51 people. I can't get over that. It's ridiculous. I don't deserve so much help. Swear, guys, I'll try to make it not in vain. Maybe we can save up and get that Camp Crunk basement unlocked. The instance. So, video game news. What was new in video game news? A lot of people are talking about the PlayStation 5. Oh, what was it? The new Xbox. They're telling people not to vaporize near it because the vapors can cause it to break. Which is kind of weird. Well, I guess it makes sense. You don't want water vapor getting into electronics. And that's basically what vapor is. It's just little particles of liquid. Now it plugs up a lot of my stuff too, but I try to keep it away from electronics. Try to exhale the opposite direction of my computer. Now, has anyone else been playing the new consoles? Do they like the games? What's the system selling app right now? Is there a Halo? Remember back when Xbox first came out, the only game anyone ever liked for it was Halo. They made a whole system for just selling Halo. So that's what I was thinking, when someone comes out with a new console, it really doesn't have to be a success for a lot of good games. All it needs is one exclusive game that's good, and it can sell the console. Yeah, I was looking at the history of other video game consoles when they came out. Some of them decided to come out without a system selling app. And it never worked out. They just hoped that, oh, someone would make a good game for it eventually. But then no one ever did. I was trying to get into playing the 32X a little bit. It's not that bad of a console. Some of the graphics are pretty decent. Yeah, it's kind of a shame the 32X didn't have a longer lifespan. It was a decent console. Now, I seen one comment in the Entropia forums, and someone was asking why YouTubers for Entropia always treat their audience like idiots. I said, can I try not to do that? Although a lot of cases I was starting to do tutorial videos. So when you're coming from a tutorial background, it's kind of hard not to talk like you're doing still tutorials. And normally when you're doing tutorials, you're helping people that are a little slow, right? Or people that are just beginners at stuff. Maybe they're very fast. They just haven't tried learning yet. So let's check what other Facebook news we got. I think some people might have posted comments. Ooh, what the guys like Facebook page. Always got some bikini babes. So distracting. Now the other news, I tried to get my recording software to work with 4K because I was like, hey, now I fixed all the problems with the encoder. So I fixed the encoder and still same problem, can't do 4K. So I'm gonna stick with 1080 for now. That's not, I was gonna say 10K. Now I'm gonna stick with 1080 resolution for the next bit until I can at least get my shirt on the right way. Alright, we're back, and my shirt is on the right direction now. Gotta pay attention. Jeez. Now I can hardly wait till we get blizzards of snow, and then I can get back to doing some regular work again. Gotta get more out of the house. I'm definitely not liking the new weed that I harvested. It is not good. I hope some of the other batches turned out better. I think I'm gonna bag the rest of this and put it in the freezer tonight. Try taking out one of the bags that had good nugs, because this batch is not good. It's like average tasting. It's very harsh. It's like I preferred the other batch that had a good taste to it and was nice and smooth. This is fucking annoying. Oh well. Almost as annoying as a rubber list print. Damn you! I hate rubber lists. No, it's good. My digestive system's improving. Past couple days, haven't been much pain. So it's good to see my stomach improve. Gotta stop eating so much. Cut back on the eating, back to diet amounts. Pretty much went off the wagon for 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to get back on the wagon now. Sobriety, still not gonna start until maybe after my birthday. We'll see. I might do a week of sobriety just before so I can get extra hammered for my birthday. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I was getting to the Entropia comments. Got distracted by what guys like. For some reason it will not show me the notifications. That's really a fucking piss off. I hate it when that happens. Like I click on Facebook, I want the fucking notification buttons to work. When I click it and it just remains blank, that fucking pisses me off. I don't want to see a blank fucking notification bar. Alright, so Jesus de Andrea put, can anyone advise me on the game? And some people advised him in other languages. Alright, so yeah, this is the comment from Alex Bruce. He put, just wondering, why is it that a lot of YouTubers and Twitch streamers talk to you like you're a moron? I don't know, are they really talking to you or just talking to people in general? So it could be a little bit of a narcissistic impression that all the YouTubers are talking to you specifically, right? The whole world might not revolve around you. There could be others that they're speaking to. They say they're teaching you the game, but mainly they're just looking to stroke their own ego. And judge not ye be judged. Someone who is occurring or accusing people of stroking their ego, are they doing the same thing themselves? Alright, so Serial Overdrive is very respectful to his audience versus others. Yeah, I noticed I like Serial's channel. He's very good. Maybe take a look at him and even Pig Ben Hatred. Oh yeah, Pig Benis Hatred on how to treat people. Yeah, I used to watch Pig Benis' channel, but I'm pretty sure he just switched to other communities. Because the Entropia community is quite small. Yeah, this person put an interesting response, Corey. He's like, so do you want these people whose content you don't like to change their content to be more to your liking? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, right? He's accusing someone of having a bad ego and everything should be to his liking. Alright, we're getting some good prints. Even 2 in a row. Holy shit, a 9-petter. That was fucking huge. No, I can relate to the giant ego thing. Being a YouTuber does kind of create a giant ego, especially if you already have one to get into YouTubing. What happened to me is I did a paranormal radio talk show out of Montreal, and one of the viewers posted in the chat that not only did they like the show, but I was their all-time favorite guest. I was like, what the hell? I was worried that no one would even like it, and I was wasting my time for trying to do radio stuff. And then for someone to say I was their favorite guest, that was like the ego push to constantly keep doing radio stuff. Isn't that weird, eh? One girl's compliment is all it took. So yeah, it's hard not to get into it, but sometimes when you have nothing else going for you, if your ego finds something that it likes about you, it's good. You don't want to always be down on yourself. I get that problem the most. Focus too much on failures. Gotta accept that everything's not going to go perfect and stop trying to expect that. Alright, I think we got a joke coming up about mom's basements. Let's get to the mom's basements jokes. Alright, so Sane or San Melander Hedegaard Larson put happy veterans. Oh, she posted another comment of someone saying this. Happy Veterans Day to all the keyboard warriors deployed in their mom's basement. I'd say Dad's basement, but we both know he's not in the picture. Yeah, it is so true, right? You look at how many guys ended up in their mom's basements, and it's usually broken families. Families that have 2 parents supporting them usually have a kid that's more successful. Well, that wasn't very funny. That was just depressing. Alright, so no one liked the vampire truck. Thank you for not liking anyone. Oh, Bonnie has some new cool shirts out. Her logo is kind of interesting. I don't know what's the story behind it. I'll have to listen to her podcast. It shows a little rocket taking off. Yeah, so I guess I'll show Bonnie's logo so people can get an idea of what I'm talking about. See, there's Bonnie's new merchandise. It says Bonnie EU, ya dead man. I've watched her show a few times and I can't recall what it's from. Ya dead man? Maybe if anyone wants to explain the Bonnie shirt to me, that'd be cool. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Alright, let's get back to Entropia. Nah. The one thing I noticed that's annoying when you're... Sorry, I paused it instead of hitting the other button. Meant to hit start crafting. Now I noticed when you're creating logos, I'm like, hey, I should create an Entropia logo shirt. Then I realized that any image that I use from Entropia will be copyrighted, so I can't make a shirt to sell to people that has Entropia themed stuff on it. Or it'll be patent or copyright, all that stupid bullshit. So if you make an Entropia shirt, you could like say, put in text the word Entropia, but you can't make it blue or have like a big E, even though that E is almost the same as Internet Explorer. So I don't even know how they got away with it. So yeah, when you're designing a shirt to promote Entropia, you really can't put anything Entropia on it. But Bonnie put EU, and people that know Entropia will know that that stands for Entropia Universe. Or at least they should. I say since they should because I was one of the ones that didn't figure it out for quite a while. I always thought Bonnie's name was like French or something and that ended in EU. Bonnie. But then I listened to her accent and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think this is a French accent. Like in Canada or North America, we don't know much about Europeans, but I think I can tell the difference between a French and, what is it, Irish accent. Hopefully. Not that slow. Or who knows, maybe I'm getting the accents wrong. Yeah, so what does everyone think about Bonnie's new shirt logos? I have to say, so far with the shirt logos, I like Raven Jade's best. I just wish I didn't buy such a tight-fitting one. It's good motivation to get back in shape, but man, it's taking me forever. Especially when I keep falling off the wagon. I think I will have an easier time getting into sobriety bouts, though. Shouldn't jinx it, but... because normally I do like to get wasted around other people. And having no one else around that's vaporizing is pretty good. Well, Sleipner print, yeah! Pretty good motivation to vaporize less. Because I don't see anyone else doing it that's encouraging me to do it also. Go with the crowd. Fucking all my lighters are gone. You gotta be kidding me. Son of a bitch. Here's one. Now our government is moving towards that plan, like the leaked liberal document talked about, and how they're lowering the threshold so that they can implement the measures to take away our human rights faster and easier without having to provide any proof that there actually is warranted reason to do that, like any reason would warrant it. Yeah, because before they realized that they couldn't keep putting people in lockdowns until they reached a certain threshold that was established. And the numbers we have, the cases keep going up, but serious cases are so far down that the only way they could keep people under lockdowns is if they could find a way to lower the thresholds. They can't make any evidence of a second wave unless they can lower the threshold criteria for proving that it exists. So it'll be interesting to see how our government reacts with that, if people are okay with losing all their human rights for, like, say 10 people in the hospital in a country of millions. It is quite interesting, like, as before, like, wanting to start a political party, I never really had any ideas of what my party would stand for. And now it's like you can just see the way our government's developing, and it's like you just got to make a party to go against that. It's very more and more clear what new leaders need to develop in parties. Like, I never even realized that pandemic laws could be so dangerous to our economy. So we need laws against those. And before I would have never guessed. But it wasn't until they started using these laws that they created. Like, Canada never used to have pandemic laws, but it turned out that last respiratory illness, what was it called, SARS? the one that just vanished overnight. It was we developed the laws, we changed all of our pandemic laws for that. Like after it was over even, we're like, oh, we'll change our laws in case another pandemic ever comes. Which SARS never really was a pandemic. So it makes you wonder why we would develop pandemic laws to SARS when SARS was basically nothing. Well, SARS was the first indication that one day the government could take all of our human rights away. They're like, oh, they could see it on the horizon. They're like, oh, maybe there is a way we can trick everyone to total communist hellhole. Wow, fuck. Yeah, I need some more optimistic views. So yeah, so what do you think? Are the resellers going to keep selling the PS5 until Christmas time? Will it be the next Tickle Me Elmo? If you can get your hands on a PS5, you could resell it for more. I did the reselling gig a few times, and it usually just comes back to bite me every time I do it. So I've decided to get away from reselling. At least away from reselling in real life. Entropia, I still do it. Now, if anyone wants to help me be a reseller, you can sell me some loot, because I'll be carrying a bit of a ped flow balance these days. I think after this 1,000 ped crafting trick is done, I'm going to split off 1,000. And then, yeah, we'll make a new goal criteria. And what should I do with those 1,000? Maybe I'll buy some Arcadia deeds. See if I can find a cheap supplier. Get some Arcadia deeds cheap. Still no notifications on Facebook. You whore. Not that there's anything wrong with whores. Who doesn't love a whore every now and then? Yeah, I'm glad my bong silencer arrived. God, I love it. Makes the hoots a little bit smoother. Although this weed is fucking hot or harsh as hell. I think next year when it comes to growing weed, it'll be the first year that I get into fertilizers. So far, I only tried fertilizers a little bit the first year, and it was a bit of a disaster. This year I never tried fertilizers, and the buds were definitely smaller. So it's like, okay, fertilizers definitely help. I wanted to see firsthand what the difference before and after would be like. So this year, when I do fertilizers, or next spring, or whatever, next grow season, I'm going to try different fertilizers. Try ones that were different from the ones I tried the first year. I think I'm going to start a monster plant too, where I'm going to start growing it now. So as soon as I get my hands on the seeds I need, then we'll start my next batch. Because the plant likes to be able to grow to like 6 feet tall before it even goes outside. Now it's a pretty good disguise for the pot plants, I noticed too. So once you grow them over 12 feet tall, most people just look at it as a tree. And when they see it, they don't even think, oh, there's a plant. Most people just see something that's over 12 feet tall and they're like, oh, that's a tree. So then in a lot of cases, people would come over to see my plants and they'd be like, hey man, where's your plants? I'm like, we're standing right next to them, you don't see them? And they're like, no, where? All I see is trees. And I'm like, well, these aren't trees, these are my plants. And they're like, oh. So it's a pretty good disguise. And the guard dogs and cameras, that works good too. Now I'm lucky our neighbors have guard dogs. And anyone comes near the properties, they just fucking bark like crazy. So it's nice to have basically armed guards the whole time. Yeah, I think I should get my own guard dogs. Especially those little tiny ones that just yap and yap. So that way you don't have to clean up giant piles of shit. And they bark really good. I don't know, every time you get really big dogs, I find they bark even less. Like I had a Great Dane dog and man, he barely barked ever. I think the only time I heard him bark was when he got really mad at something. Well, today's loot pool has been pretty good. I can't complain about it. Normally I bitch if I don't get any prints I like, and if I get a whole bunch of shit prints, I get really pissed. I mean, man, today has just been good prints. I'll have to check the terminal, but from what I remember, there was a Sleipnir print, wasn't there? Whew, that's sweet. Now I'm thinking I'm coming to the home stretch where there's not many clicks to go on this crafting run. Only 3,000 left now. Each show, how many do I finish? Close to 1,000? Not even. 500 maybe? And well, we're half done, we're at 3, 6, yeah, so maybe 800 clicks a show I can finish. I don't want to get greedy, but wouldn't it be funny to finish a crafting run with 2 globals? Man, I already came close a couple times, right? Got that 80 petter and then today had a couple 10 petters, or was it just one? Like I think I'm using a print that's like 10 peck that's supposed to be what its full success is. Meanwhile, I'm fucking gaining back huge amounts. In comparison. Yeah, so far I don't mind the Studio Gate South crafting terminal. Seems like it's okay. I don't know, do I dare try changing to another one? Tangerine is where I had the big crafting mania jackpot, so sometimes that's why I like to go there. Let's check out the stats from it. Right, they gave me a combustor, Rock Tech, that's not bad. Rock Tech lamp, it's not that bad either. PRX, Roadster, 83 clicks, that was pretty good. Rubber List was the bad one. Slepner 65 clicks. That was sweet. And 58 ped back. That was pretty good. Very good, actually. Alright, next we'll try teleporter, and we'll go to... Yeah, let's try C&D Lagoon. See if we can get any luck there. We should one day. We'll get a quick message from the sponsor while it loads. Today's crafting adventures were brought to you by Crack! Crack! It'll fuck you up. Alright, welcome back everyone. We're at C&D Lagoon. Oh, there's a guy in a mankini here. That's a nice view. Does he have body hair too? Hey, maybe I'll craft over here. I'll say hi to everyone first. Hey everybody. Oh yeah, I'll show you by the end of the show. I'll show everyone what I've accomplished. Made sure to get everything done a little bit early this year. I didn't want to wait till the last second. So what I did is I collected all the materials that I need to craft the Mamba print, all 3 clicks. So no screwing around. As soon as I want to click it, anytime, I already have the materials. I haven't picked the actual time on my birthday because my family keeps talking about doing things for me on it at different times. So I'll try to just say December 2nd. If anyone wants to try to be in the video, hang out at Camp Crunk, December 2nd. And I'll try to be there for parts of my birthday. And one of those parts will be doing the live stream of the big click from Crafting Mania. The big 3 clicks. The biggest clicks I'll have ever done in my crafting career. If they're all 3 failures, it'll be the biggest failure of my crafting career ever. Could be epic. Now, I'm so glad I didn't sell it. Because in a way I was like, I really wanted to do it. And that's why I wasn't selling the print for anything unless it was ridiculously high amounts. Because like, man, that Crafting Mania win, I just want to complete the prize and do the reward for a change. Because usually when I win a big reward, I always sell it. So I was like, man, for once in my life, I should just keep the reward and actually use it. Who knows, maybe it'll be a disaster or it could be good. But it'll be the first time I've actually had a chance in Entropia, really. Like, sure, I get a chance crafting on these runs and occasional little hunts of level 1 into 5 creatures, but when it comes to actually having a chance to win, like hitting a big Hall of Fame, this will probably be the biggest chance I'll have ever had. Or it could just be a global, or it could just be a failure and get nothing. I'm hoping maybe it's a Hall of Fame. Maybe it'll be a first to discover. When I do it on Rocktropia, they'll give me another loot or a print in the loot. That's really what I hope. I don't even care about getting a global or a Hall of Fame. If I get a really good loot print or print in the loot, that'll be what I'll be happy about. That'll be my big victory. Great success. And it might be my all-time most popular YouTube video. If it's a failure or a success, either way it could still be a good video. Because if I get an ultimate 3 fails, I'll probably have a heart attack. No, just kidding. I better not. It'll be like the ultimate death video. No. Yeah, the disc brake did not approve. Now, if I had to guess, I'll get at least 100 ped. I hope that. If I had to guess the range of loot, it'll be somewhere between 100 and 2,000 ped, maybe. But obviously you have the chances. One of the guys that used the print apparently made off with the all-time high Hall of Fame. So that's why some people are like, holy shit, all-time Hall of Fame. That's a good print to be using. So maybe that's what will happen again, but I highly doubt it. I shouldn't be so skeptical, but I don't want to get my hopes up either. Oh, there's a 12 pedder armament device. Right as I was saying, don't get my hopes up, right? The game's like, don't give up. You can do it. Your minuscule crafting will pay off one day. One day. I know most people look at my crafting career and say it's pretty lame because I'm always using really low TT prints. The Sandrunner fuel cell is basically like the... What was that one called? Basic something. Or it's like the explosive projectile 1 print. It's as low as you can go and still be crafting. I just try to prove to people, not to like treat viewers as idiots, but to try to show everyone that yeah, you don't have to be breaking the bank crafting. Although 1,000 ped crafting run is significant investment. Oh, there's an ornament device. Another pedder. So that's what I was thinking, it is a significant investment, like that's what, $100 US, right? So it isn't like the smallest investment in the world, but as long as you can maintain your print sales, you can keep your ped flow going above what you invest into it. We'll see how long I can float around without having to deposit and keep them on balance over 1,000 ped. I did get a little bit crazy buying a lot for this crafting run, and then investing some of that money also back into what is it, the Mamba print. I'll show you guys the materials, what it looked like, and how many clicks I've got all set, ready to go. Mamba. Imagine I get 2 Mambas, that I could sell one and keep one. But I'm thinking realistically, I'm only going to get one, if I'm lucky. Now I figure what I'll do too is I'll add in a bit of the metal residue, just to help smoothen the crafting run. As I say, metal residue is like adding lube. Prevents friction. Greater success. Speaking of, I'm getting jonesing to try the tea. Alright, let's go the first tea just a little bit. Try not to get too greedy. I've had a lot of successes lately, so probably have to go back to the queue. Make sure I have globals turned on. Forgot to check. Yeah, I do. What the fuck? When did that happen? November 13th. I was gonna say, I didn't remember selling a carpet. I'll check the... Oh, that's not it. Yeah, 9/22. Sold on November 13th. So was that yesterday? Holy shit, it was. Alright, thanks, player. Deal Man Bear Pig. Decour. Yeah, so thanks a lot for buying. He bought the... Oh, he bought the striped carpet blueprint. Ooh, so good luck with the blueprint, man. If you want to sell the striped carpets you made, let me know. I wouldn't mind to take a look at them. See how they look in the shop. Yeah, hope you Hall of Fames. That's I figured. Some of the prints I'm getting should help people Hall of Fame. Alright, so I'm almost at 140 ped in my shop income. Shop sales aren't garbage. You can see there's a little bit coming in every now and then. Now, for the most cases, how they keeping a shop? Just to have like an apartment that people can visit and buy shit. At some points, I used to like standing in my shop and acting as a shopkeeper with the buy option. So I would buy people's stuff and resell it in my shop. But standing around in the shop all day is kind of funny. When players come into the shop, they're surprised to see a shopkeeper. They're like, what the hell? You're actually keeping your shop? I used to do that at Emerald Lake Mall. Yeah, I miss that shop. It's kind of nice having a Calypso shop. Decent amount of foot traffic. I didn't even check what shop was that sale from. Fuck, it vanished. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's the FOMA shop. See, my FOMA shop's getting better traffic these days. If anyone's interested in a high bid on a FOMA shop, let me know. Now, I usually like to sell the FOMA shops when FOMA peaks. Every once in a while they'll hold a big event on FOMA and everything on FOMA will skyrocket in price. I wish the FOMA deeds were for sale more easily. I gotta get used to using these. Yeah, the ancient Greece shares are bringing in a fair bit. Guess I'm glad I kept them. Maybe I'll keep them until they at least go up in value, not sell them for less than what I paid, just because I'm so impatient. If they ever do sell out, the price should increase, hopefully. I always forget that I still have the Crystal Palace space station deeds too, so I'm making a little bit of income from those. But I should get back into Arcadia deeds. Maybe get a Calypso land deed again one of these days. I miss having the days of lots of Calypso land deeds. My record ever, I think, was 30. My record ever, yeah, at that point I had 30 Calypso land deeds and 2 shops. One in a mall in Calypso. But that was back when I deposited the $2,000. So I didn't really go on, oh, Sleipnir Prey, 87 clicks, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I mean, like when I invested in the game, I didn't just go on some hunting spree or some mining spree. I invested it all with buying deeds and land or shops. I wish land. I always wanted to build a house. That's why I had so many clips of land deeds at one point. I thought that house building thing was going to be wild. Whatever happened with that? I never really checked out what the final progress with MindArc on that was. If anyone knows in the chat that they could put it, that'd be cool. Can you actually build houses and shit now? Are they still under development? Yeah, I'm definitely not bitching at the loot today, boy. 2 Sleipnir prints. That's basically like a global, right? Like, if you can compare how much I can sell these Sleipnir prints for, you saw it was almost 7,000%. Is it 6,999? Yeah, I sold it for 6,999. Rock tent prick, yeah. I'm gonna keep that message open as long as I can. I took a screenshot image of it just in case I close it by accident. It's a strong possibility. Yeah, I love that striped carpet message sold too. Thanks everyone. I love it when I can sell my prints in my shops. It saves me a little bit of the auction fees. If anyone sees prints that they like in my shop for sale, but they're out of their price range, just message me what your offer is. And usually I'll either meet your offer or try to meet you halfway or something. Because normally if you just message me and tell me you want to buy it in person, I'll just come meet you at the shop. And then that saves me the shop tax fee. So at least I can lower it that much for you. If nothing else. Yeah, who knows? Does anyone have any predictions what's going to happen with my Crafting Mania reward? Will I get 100 ped? Will I get 1,000 maybe? Hoping at least 1,000. That'd be sweet. That's pretty greedy, I think. To want a Hall of Fame over 500 is even pushing it. Like hell, I just got an 87 petter from this print. I should be happy with that. So even if I get nothing, at least I got that from this. Man, I hope I get 2 of the whips. Oh, that'd be heavenly. Because I really want to sell one, but I also want to use one or keep one. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I forgot. I want to try to buy one of those weapon displays. If anyone has one, let me know. So that way if I loot the whip, I can put it up on a display in my shop. Be like, check it out, the Crafting Mania reward whip. Apparently a few of those whips sold for cheap on the auction and crashed the price. But some of the tiers are selling for around like plus 1,000 TT. So if I do craft the whip, I'll try to maybe tier it up to tier 1 and then sell it for a plus 1,000. Or see what happens with the price. Maybe I can just put 1,000 right off the bat. That's if I even get one. Only have 3 clicks. I wish the crafting reward print was like 10 clicks at least, right? Then I'd have a little bit of relief. I'm like, oh, at least we get 10 clicks. Should be one success, but if only 3 clicks. Fuck man, I've had a lot of 3-click runs where I got nothing. that's usually what you get. So there's big chance of nothing. The only thing I'm hoping is I heard this print is supercharged. What that means is you have a higher success rate. I don't know. I hope. I should check, see what the success rate looks like. What does everyone think I should do for the Crafting Mania reward print? Put it full quality or quantity? Put it more towards condition? Do one click at full condition? You're like, no! But if I manage to loot it on full condition, nerf the game. It gives out some ridiculously high global. They're like, shit, we never anticipated he would try that. That's what I'll do. If I get 2 full successes on the first 2 clicks, then I'll boost up the 3rd click. So there's no chance of really that happening. Maybe I'll be greedy and go for the queue. Imagine the queue provides. That's what usually provides the most. Oh yeah, speaking of, that's why I'm not getting anything. I'm not on the queue. Just getting greedy with the tea for a long time. Who was it? I think it was Hans that was saying that he wanted me to loot some more Sletners for him. So I hope he can afford the price, because I usually try to keep the price high on those. But maybe I can cut him a bit of a deal because he's a viewer. Or a friend on Facebook at least. No, I'm so happy that I managed to get everything working on my computer for live streaming. I'm gonna have to do a few test shows of Entropia live streaming soon, so that I can make sure that I'm able to record the birthday special no problem. Or no, should I do the birthday special not live? I don't know, it's hard to say. Would be pretty wild though, to be recording a live stream for my birthday and try the biggest print ever for it. I haven't celebrated my birthday in a while. For my 40th birthday I didn't celebrate it at all either, so might as well do something for 41. Yeah, I gotta enjoy 40s while they last. 50s just around the corner. It's scary once you get past 30. Then you're like, oh shit. Supposed to already be finished everything in life. Falling behind. 40s like, it's like, alright, didn't do anything. Yes. At least I avoided some responsibilities, at least. That's why you can always look at failure and success differently in life. It's all really a matter of perspective. Some people are under states of war and slavery their whole lives. So when they would look at just freedom alone as great success, yet someone here could have freedom and be like, oh, take it for granted. Raise the bar of standards even higher and then bitch when they can't make that. And I used to talk to kids that had rich parents that would say that. Said it's a lot of pressure being the kid of a rich parent because then they almost assume that you're supposed to be rich too. And then if you don't make it at least to some degree of rich, then even that's a failure. So the bar for them is raised really high. Or they sort of look at kids that are poor, family kids, and they're like, oh, at least that kid doesn't have much pressure. If they make any degree of success, they'll be considered a huge success. It's all about the playing field. Boy, even the queue's getting quite a bit of fails. Maybe they're gearing up for one big one. Maybe it's a little bit too far. That isn't really the queue if it's not touching it. There we go. I can't believe in all these crafting runs I never got that crafting bonus. Seen other players get it a few times. Alright, so I guess what we'll have to do is we'll check out the total here. We'll do a full couple condition, or a few full condition clicks, if I can even say it. See how badly I fail. I figured it was a bad time to start because it was right after some success. Man, it's a lot of pressure on the machine. It's full condition, so it's like really it should give at least one ped. But if it's on a good click, Should be something even better. 86, near success. That paid for a couple of those failures. Come on, one success. No! Why? Why? Getting greedy. I want at least one success at full condition. Yeah, one success. I figured it'd be one ped, eh? It's rare that pays out more than a ped. Holy shit, we're already over the time. There we go. Speed bike 61. That was a good one to finish on, right? We'll let it go a couple more clicks just in case, but yeah, I was hoping for another good print there to finish the run. That was a really nice run at the end there, eh? Got the ped from the full success. Then a 32, boom, bumped it up with the 89 and clicks for speed bike. That was pretty sweet. Alright, so yeah, well, we'll check it out. If I turn success rate attempts 3, there it is. I've got 3 clicks of the Mamba print. We'll check it out just what it looks like. God, it's making me paranoid. Holy, it's a full thing, so I could put it a bit into the queue. Maybe I'll do the same spot of the queue. Can you imagine it provides? God, that's tempting, eh? 3 clicks of the Mamba. I have to close it, can't even look at it. Oh fuck, I wanted to see the returns. Son of a bitch. Oh well. I think they were pretty good. Get so distracted by that Mamba. See how full that condition bar looked? That was sweet. Yeah, so I can boost it up pretty good. Imagine I did a full condition. Anyone dare me to do 1 click of the Mamba in full condition? I was thinking that it's very dangerous to try, but yeah, maybe let's get a total and see how we're looking at the materials wise. Put some of our loot in storage. We're at 24 ped of that. Come on, fuck off. Holy, you piece of shit. The fuck is your problem? Computer teacher always said it's not the computer's fault, it's the operator. Okay. What I want to do is hold this. Yay. There we go. Just go a little bit slower. Alright. We're at 469 of sand runners. 414 of metal residue. So that's pretty good. 470, 420, it's 890. It's almost 900. I still have 300 of Arcan. and 85. So yeah, we're looking pretty good profit-wise so far, just from the materials. Oh yeah, and this shit. But I did start with a lot of auction fees delivering all the materials here. That must have got my investment up to around 1300 ped on this. So we'll see how it works out. It's really going to come down to my blueprint sales. Alright, thanks again for watching, everyone. Hope you like to see what some of the results are like from doing this crafting trick, in case you're thinking of trying it. Get a clue of what it's like on Rocktropia. What else is there? My Patreon, Society 6. Finishing Quick is my specialty merch on t-shirts and bed sheets that are very popular with the ladies. Hideout TV. You can get paid to watch videos. Swagbucks gets discounts shopping online. GameKit will pay to be a gamer. Free Bitcoin. It's that free lottery spins that I think I forgot to do. Yeah, we can do one extra spin before the show is over. So let's do that. Do a spin. Woohoo! 134, 868. That was sweet. Alright, so yeah, you can also help with the free Bitcoin, the free spins we just did there. There's over 50 people helping now. Appreciate everyone doing that. Yeah, if everyone spins it at least once for every episode they watch, man, it helps to support the show. Sweet. Oh yeah, and the virtual made sex machine, it's for adults and men only, but if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding, unless you're near Toronto. Now, and if you're wondering if the sex machine is real, yeah, and here it is. They sent me one. So if you wanted to see what it looks like, this is what it is. It's a giant frickin' package. I'm not sure what's in it. Some sort of video game and virtual reality thing. I'm not even sure how it all works, but yeah. One of these days I'll open it and check it out. Right, so anyways, if you click the show more button, you can open that and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff about all these links in it, and you can just click them and it'll be set up to help me out with the referrals. And Judson Weebly is my website. Yeah, I think that's about everything. Yeah, if you want to help out Raven Jade, I've got her stuff linked below, Entropia Zine, and I was going to add a few more Entropia people, but now I've forgotten them, so fuck, I'm going to have to write it down again next time I remember so I don't keep forgetting. Sorry for forgetting so much, guys. Alright, take care, and what else was there? If you happen to get any of this new supplies, yeah, some of the wool. If you get any of the wool in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, then give the show a dislike. But if that doesn't happen, you can give it a like. I really appreciate it. And just make sure you never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now. See you later. Out of here. Here's 3 things. One's a subscribe button if you haven't already.